Tony Schiavone along with Bobby the Brain Heenan. Welcome to WCW Worldwide Wrestling. We are into the month of February. And that means one thing in WCW. Super Brawl is almost here. On the 23rd of this month, Super Brawl 7 comes your way live from the Cow Palace in San Francisco. We'll be talking about the card during the course of this program, Brain. But I tell you, later on in this telecast, two great cruiserweights, former champions will go at it. Dean Malenko, Rey Mysterio Jr.
You know, you talk about Malenko, the man of 1,000 holes. Well, he's also got 1,000 counters for those 1,000 holes. But watch Mysterio. This man, if he don't have 1,000 holes, he's maybe 2 off or maybe 2 over. And same with the counter moves. This is a tremendous match. You know, and there's so much animosity between both of them. One wants to be ahead of the other in that race to become champion.
It's quite a rivalry. We'll go to the ring now this week on Worldwide Wrestling.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is set for one fall. Introducing first, from the River of Germany, Top Wunderkind Alex Wright.
And the first man in the ring this week on WCW Worldwide Wrestling, Das Wunderkind Alex Wright, international sensation, young man who ranks at the tops of all the lists when you talk about top contenders to the TV belt, to the U.S. belt, to the Cruiserweight Championship, and the young ladies love him, Brain.
Very agile, very fast competitor.
We go back to David Penzer.
His opponent from Detroit, Michigan, Butch Long.
Ladies and gentlemen, in the course of this telecast, we've talked about the great match that we're going to have. Also going to send you back to WCW Monday Nitro recently, show you some of the startling footage that occurred there. We'll be hearing on the road in just a few moments our 1-800-COLLECT road report and great action. And Alex Wright begins things like he always does. Quick motion, trying to establish that he has the speed and quickness advantage in this match.
And I think he has the experience over Butch Long here also. But take a good look at Butch Long's head. He's got a seam. That goes a seam.
Well, maybe he's had surgery or something.
They sewed on the back of his head.
I don't think they did that. But Butch Long now, with a full-arm dragon twist and reaching up to the heavens with those big elbow drops. Look at the agility of Alex Wright. Over the top, Alex Wright.
Whoa.
Springs up, drop kicks him down. Arm drag takedown.
Back to the hole that got you to the dance. You can always tell that's the mark of a wrestler that's done his homework. 14, 15 things can happen during a match. He goes back to the hole that got his man down. He's usually been studying. He's usually been doing his homework. I don't like his dimples, though. He's an ugly guy. He's an ugly guy.
I had a feeling something like that was coming. You see the capacity crowd here at the Disney MGM Studios. And Alex Wright, shoulder block to the midsection. Snapmare takeover. Randy Anderson is the referee here. Head scissor takeover, almost like a head scissor pile driver. Drove his head to the mat. Again, he does it.
He's going to have more seams in the morning.
Yes, he's going to have one big seam. And now the boos from the fans here.
Or is that a zipper?
I don't know. Why don't you walk over after he finishes this match and ask him?
He'll probably be unconscious.
Now with moves like that, getting the advantage of the ropes now, and Butch Long.
Come on, Butch, get in and get on him.
What do you do? You starting to cheer now for a wrestler here?
No, I'm just being impartial.
You're being partial?
Come on, Alex, slap him around. See, I can say anything.
Yeah, and you usually do. Butch Long picks up Alex Wright and drops him on the back of his neck here. Elbow drop. Here's a cover. 2 count. Ladies and gentlemen, also in the course of this telecast, some big information about the next WCW Spectacular coming here in the month of February. It's WCW Super Brawl 7. The event will be at the Cow Palace in San Francisco and available only on pay-per-view. We'll talk more about it during the course of this telecast. That's going to be one of the biggest ones yet, Brain. Here's a cover. 1, 2, 2 count.
You know, this Alex Wright he's maybe 1 or 2 major wins away from stardom. He's a big star over in Germany and Europe, but here in the United States, he's had his rough times and his good times. But like Diamond Dallas, I said that a year ago or 2 years ago that he was a match away from becoming a major star, and you see what's happened to him now. Same with Alex Wright. A warning to Butch Long once again as he uses the ropes. Oh!
to choke Alex Wright and pounds him right between the shoulder blades. In 1997, so much has happened to World Championship Wrestling so far. WCW Monday Nitro proves there's a cover 1, 2 that is consistently the most watched television program on cable TV for professional wrestling. WCW Worldwide Wrestling has proved it is the #1 television program on television stations all across the nation.
Well, just like the other day, Tony, we were in the airport in St. Louis. There must have been 100 people came up to you. I mean, you go to hotels, you go to restaurants, every place you go, people are talking about WCW.
I wasn't in St. Louis.
Oh, thought it was you. Didn't you have handcuffs and a raincoat on? That was you.
Yes, but that was in Sheboygan.
Oh, St. Louis and Sheboygan is so close, I can't tell them apart sometimes.
An elbow drop.
Sheboygan Cardinals, yeah.
And Butch Long.
Take him out, Butch.
Here's the cover. Butch Long, 1, 2, very arrogantly puts the feet on the ropes in front of Randy Anderson here. And now look at this, using the bottom and middle rope for added leverage as he steps on the throat. He's going to get himself disqualified is what's going to happen.
Not if he breaks at the count of 4. The things don't look good for Butch here.
1. Got a roll up that time. Oh, Butch Long with a great clothesline out of the box that time. 2 and no.
Boy, if Anderson was a little quicker with that pound like Nick Patrick, he'd have had it.
You're taking up for Nick Patrick.
No, I'm saying
you have sold out.
Tony.
You're part of the NWO.
I am not.
You're a backstabber, lying turncoat weasel.
Tony, if I'm lying, I hope something happens to you. I'm not a member of the NWO.
Through the legs goes Alex Wright. Look at the second win. The youngster still reeling from the offense displayed by Butch Long here.
Come on, Butch. Stay on him if you want it.
A running European uppercut from the turnbuckle.
Oh.
And another one.
Alex Wright has his fire started right now.
And the fans are behind him here.
A lot of people here at Disney from Europe.
Well, you're not kidding. Hip tossed him out of the right side ropes and kicked him behind the head. Very rarely do we see Alex Wright with a surge of temper, but that's what we're seeing here. He's usually very mild-mannered. Jumping spin wheel kick.
These don't look good for Butch.
And Alex Wright.
Get out of the way, Butch.
Would you quit coaching for crying out loud? Up. Oh. Missile drop kick from the top. Alex Wright covered. 1, 2, 3. And the youngster from Nuremberg wins.
He's also known over there as the Nitwit from Nuremberg. Did you know that?
The what from Nuremberg?
The Nitwit from Nuremberg. That's what he's known in Germany.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is.
You're lying again.
No, a good friend of mine over in Germany told me that.
Who's your good friend in Germany?
Hans Wufferman.
You're a sick man.
Got another look at it here. The Nitwit from Newark.
That's Nuremberg.
Nuremberg, same thing, close enough. Off that top rope. Right on the money. So much for Butch from the Munsters. He's not going anyplace. Your winner, the Nitwit from Nuremberg.
Would you stop?
Alex Wright.
Dean Malenko, Rey Mysterio Jr. still to come and more on Worldwide.